Hello YouTube, this is Deandre Dobbs. Happy Wednesday, October the 11th, 2023. I'm back with another YouTube video today. Um Today is going to be a video about a topic that I talked about before. I'm not for sure if I talked about it before, but it's pretty much close to it. And I decided that I'm gonna do this video, and it's gonna be about some peoples that I talked about before. Um, it's gonna be about Jada Pickett Smith, Will Smith. Um, so let's get to it, you guys. Oh, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, so whenever I have a new video uploaded, you can just go to the video, click on it, and start watching. So let's go on and get into the hot tea. Let's go on and get into this video. And you know how I do, I'm just going to give you my opinion, give you my perspective on how I see fit and how I see the situation. Okay, so Jada Pickett Smith just, this is news today. Jada Pickett Smith, she got interviewed and she came forward to say that her and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years since 2016. They've been separated since 2016, which is 7 years. And Jada Pickett Smith, Jada said that she made a promise to Will that they will work through whatever, but they will not be getting divorced, because I guess that's the promise that she made to him, or they made that promise together. I'm not really sure, but that's what I read, and it is said that Jada Pinkett Smith made a promise to Will Smith that they will work through whatever and that they will not be getting a divorce. Like, I guess they are going to stay separated. And I guess if that's the case, I guess that's what works best for them. Um, you know, I'm all about giving my opinion and my perspective, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the problem is, but it seems like to me Will Smith isn't the problem. Will Smith isn't the problem. I don't know. It seems like to me the only person in this whole situation that has a bunch of problems going on and a bunch of issues going on would have to be Jada Pickett Smith, because ever since, the media's been out about her, ever since, before before all this stuff with Will Smith, and before this all this stuff about Chris Rock and all this, you had Jada Pinkett Smith in the entanglement that she had with August. You had that, and then a couple of months, a couple of years after that, you had this situation with Chris Rock and Will Smith, when Chris Rock, they was at the Grammys or Oscars or wherever it was, because you remember, y'all, I did, if y'all have been rocking with me for a long time, you will remember that I did a video on the Oscars and the actions that Will Smith did to Chris Rock, which he went on stage and slapped him. If y'all have been watching my videos for a very long time, I'm pretty sure y'all remember that. But if you don't, you can go on my channel, you can go on there and view that video, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But just to let you know, like if you go on there and view that video, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to at that moment, but you are more than welcome um to go view it. But with all of that, Will Smith he went up there and slapped Chris Rock, and when Will Smith did that, it's kind of like the media and peoples was not giving Will Smith a break. Like some peoples was calling him a bad guy. Some peoples was saying he shouldn't have did it. Some peoples was saying that's not how you act. Okay, me myself when I did the video, I did say firsthand, it had to be something to drive Will to do it because he was going through so much. And I guess Will did what he had to do. And like I said, I'm gonna rock with Will Smith on this because even if um even if him and Jada are separated and they choose to not get a divorce, he did what he did to defend the honor of his wife, ex-wife, or whenever. And since we're talking about Chris Rock stated that, that Jada hurt Will Smith way more than the words that he said to Jada, and him hurted him and Jada. That's what Chris Rock said. Well, my opinion is this. Okay, Chris Rock share Chris Rock shares some responsibility. Jada shares responsibility. Will Smith shares a little responsibility for the actions for the actions that he did to Chris Rock. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and defend the wrong or anything. I'm just gonna just speak facts. I'm just gonna keep it real. I feel like Jada Pickett Smith, she basically was hyping Will Smith up to get up there and do something. You know, I don't know, did she attend it on him to make a fool of himself when he slapped Chris Rock? But I will say this, Chris Rock, he did go a little too far with her alopecia. He went too far with her medical condition with alopecia because she announced that she had alopecia and other stuff that he said. I will say Chris Rock did go a little too far, and I will say this: Will Smith, to me, he had every right to shut Chris Rock up because honestly, even though Chris Rock, he's a comedian, yes, he's getting his bag secured, this and that, the third, or whatever y'all might say. Yes, he's getting his bag. Yeah, he's got money, but it's just something about him that just does not seem right with me. Like, I'm not too fond of Chris Rock. And it's not because of that incident between him and Will Smith and Jada that doesn't have me not fond of Chris Rock. But it's a lot of other stuff among that. But I'm not getting into that. But basically what I'm saying, Jada Pinkett Smith, she she's drove everybody. To me, this is my opinion. She has drove everybody in her path to lose their minds. Will Smith doing that action. Um, he was he's been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. He's slowly coming back as acting. He's slowly coming back. He's making his way back to TV screens in Hollywood because when he did that, it kind of did something to him. It kind of messed his reputation up a little bit. But slowly he's coming back and he's trying to rebuild himself, get himself back up out there. And And then their kids. You got Jaden Smith, you got Willow Smith, and you got um Will Smith other son by another woman that he had before Jada. But basically, Will Smith and Jada Pickett Smith kids, Jaden and Willow Smith, those kids are already messed up in the head, and I don't know what type of stuff they got going on. But see, the thing is, the actions, even though those kids are adults now, even though they are grown up, the actions that Jada and possibly Will Smith has done in the past, and those kids being in that environment, that can really mess up a child's environment. That it can really mess up the way that they think about things. It can really mess up a situation, and it can really mess up their mental health. I'm just basically gonna say that it can really mess up their mental health. That's just me. And you know, I'm not I'm not dragging Jada. I'm not dragging Will. I'm not dragging anybody. I'm not, dragging anybody. I'm just basically being honest. And with me saying that, it's like, you know, with all the stuff with the entanglement with August and all this other stuff that Jada has been doing and saying and all this other stuff in the media, when you kind of have all this stuff going around, you kind of have this man Will Smith that we all thought. I thought for many years that they was, still together, but they are separated. So I don't really know. I don't really know what it's like. Like, I don't really know what it's like, if you are married and you're separated. Does that mean you're divorced? Like, if you're separated, it means, they're no longer together, because it said that Jada, um, they live separately, and I guess it's something that they agreed upon. But I'm gonna say this: I think I think Jada Pinkett Smith was basically just having Will Smith there for appearances. That's basically why Will Smith has been around for Jada and with Jada for so long, because the appearances, just to keep up appearances, just to try to stay relevant. Not saying that Will Smith needs to try to stay relevant, because Will Smith, he's good. He's got his bag. But I think the thing is, Jada Pickett Smith, she was lovable. She was lovable by a bunch of people's fans, this and that, the third. But Jada, she just basically be doing stuff just to keep herself relevant, just to keep herself in the spotlight and in the media. I ain't saying that to be messy. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying it to be honest and real, because, come on, y'all, think about it. Why would you want to wait now and come out with this type of news, with this type of information, with this type of hot tea? Why would you want to do that all this time? Now, I understand, like, you want to keep it on the hush and try to keep it, closed, because, we don't know how peoples will take it. We don't, because we know people say all types of stuff when stuff like this gets in the media, especially celebrities. But I guess Jada was probably doing this to see what was best and convenient for her. That may have been, like, that probably have been it. I'm not really for sure, but that's just me. But like I said, I don't hate Jada. I don't hold no grudge towards Jada, and I know I don't know her personally. The only difference between me and Jada, she might have more money than me. But the thing is this, Jada, she just basically, to me, I think she's just doing this to stay in the media, and I just think she's just doing this to try to get, just trying to get clout. That's just me. Now, I don't know what it's like to be separated from someone from a long period of time. I don't know. But I think all the stuff that Jada Pinkett Smith has gone on with her and Will, it's kind of like Will cannot take a break. Will can't catch a break. The kids can't catch a break. Nobody can catch a break when it's related to Jada. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, I think Will Smith really does love Jada. I think Will Smith had this love, or he still does have this love for Jada, that he probably didn't think that it was gonna go the way it did. Me myself, I was thinking that they was doing good in their marriage, but I had no idea that they were separated since 2016. Like, I heard the rumors, but it didn't pay me no mind. But I should have known something was up when all this entanglement stuff started going on. But at the end of the day, Jada Pickett Smith is a human being. Will Smith is a human being. Their children are human beings, and it's basically, you know, it's something that you don't expect to happen. Like, it just basically just comes up out of nowhere. But I'm gonna say this: I hope that the problem gets resolved, and I hope that they can work through whatever problems they got going on, because it's just it's just a lot. So I think that's all I'm gonna say about that. And also, I'm gonna say one more thing: Will Smith has had a luxurious career. Jada Pickett Smith has had a luxurious career. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I forgot to add in. I'm gonna tell you another thing why I think Will Smith, kind of went over the edge, and probably why he slapped Chris Rock. Okay, remember when Jada Pinkett Smith was basically, she recently, like, she's still doing this. Like, it's basically saying that she still be bringing up stuff about Tupac when Tupac was alive, and her doing, them doing this. They went to high school together. That's a true fact. They went to high school together. They did this. They did that. And basically, I think Will Smith kind of was getting uncomfortable hearing that, and talking about that, and keep on discussing that. And I understand that Tupac Shakur and Jada Pinkett Smith was good friends, but Jada, at the end of the day, the man is gone. He's deceased. Let that man rest in peace. Let Tupac rest in peace, because he was a legend. Let him rest in peace. Let him sleep. But I feel like, Jada, I guess she wants to stay relevant, and don't want to lose the fan base or whatever. I don't know. But that's all I had to add on that. So that's all I'm going to talk about today, you guys. Um, Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all enjoy. And I will be back with another video as soon as possible. And that will be my video for today. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you. Bye bye.